4 was the campaign to restore order to Haiti. A full-scale assault with 18,000 American troops had been planned to oust the military junta there, to have been spearheaded by the 82nd Airborne Division. A U.S. Joint Task Force was airborne in 61 C-130s and C-141s when the operation was called off at the last minute. The conflict was averted when Haiti's leader, General Cedras, agreed to stand down. In little over 50 years of conflict, airborne forces have proved themselves to be at the very cutting edge of military forces. To maintain that ability requires virtually constant exercises. The Americans are lucky to have vast expanses of land for everyday operations. Here at the 82nd Airborne's Fort Bragg, North Carolina headquarters, the men can board aircraft at neighboring Pope Air Force Base, fly to their drop zone, make a combat jump, and conduct live fire exercise, all within the confines of the military reservation. It is vital for the men to be able to constantly maintain their combat capability. Mass drops, such as this, are still the preferred method of deploying large numbers of men in a hostile zone. The fundamentals have not changed since World War II. The troops are to get out quick and hopefully keep together once on the ground. The men usually jump with over 120 pounds or more than 50 kilograms of gear. This ranges from their personal weapons, ammunition, rations, spare parachute, and a variety of munitions. This particular airborne exercise involves the 101st Division. The purpose of this drill is to move men through hostile territory. They are the extruders here. They will expect to be ambushed. Quickly getting the men organized back into fighting units is the first objective of the officers and senior sergeants. Defensive perimeter positions are established before any aggressive patrolling procedures. The primary American Army personal weapon is the M16 semi-automatic assault rifle. For their M16s, they carry extra 30-round magazines. Officers are issued 9mm pistols. A number of men are issued 249 squad automatic weapons to provide more sustained covering fire than the M16. Depending on the mission, the paratroops can carry a variety of other equipment, including sophisticated communications gear. Close cooperation is crucial for the exercise to be a success. This is a live fire session, adding a real element of danger to the maneuvers. And these are fast-paced. As soon as one area is considered secure, the squads move forward. The enemy, Army referees, spring ambushes on the soldiers. Fire is returned, but is disciplined, controlled shooting. One man's rifle jams and has to be field stripped quickly. The tempo of the firefight increases. Then suddenly, the skirmish is over, momentarily.
Last man! Fine! Where we were told to go.
Even these few moments of action begin to drain the men. Still, they must prepare to move out again. These are not haphazard games. These men know that they are working on skills that will keep them alive on operations. The officers know if they drill the men over and over, eventually they will be able to move from exercise to combat ease. Every aspect of a firefight is considered. Casualty evacuation, for instance, may still require pure muscle. This slows and tires the men out. Still, the officers push their men on. They know that this is how to develop warrior instincts in the men. They must learn and remember how to react without thinking when in the din of battle, and the inevitable confusion of the fog of war sets in.
Stand up. Can you stand up? You got it? 1, 2, 3.
The hard running and skirmishing takes its toll. Men begin to make mistakes. Tempers get close to the edge. The combat portion of the drills end, but the training at the airborne bases never really ends.
Pick it up, let's go.
Al, what do you got?
7 mags.
What do you got?
7 mags up top.
Hey! Hey, Carlo!
Got light. Right.
What's wrong, Ollie? I think I lost 2 mags.
Hold stop. You got to go fucking across, dude. Get in the fucking cross.
Here, troopers practice abseiling from a Black Hawk. Besides its role as parachute troops, the men of the 82nd are cross-trained in air mobile tactics, which is the exclusive role of the 101st Division. The role of aircraft is key to the ability of the air mobile forces of all nations. The transport aircraft get men into the battlefield, then helicopters provide tactical maneuverability and provide mobile heavy fire support. It is the close coordination of the land and air forces that is at the heart of the effectiveness of today's airborne forces. The experience of the Vietnam War, with its ubiquitous Bell Huey, pointed out the need for a larger and more survivable general-purpose helicopter for the Americans. This led to development of the Sikorsky UH-60 Black Hawk. Much faster and far more powerful than the Huey, it is now the U.S. Army's standard air assault helicopter. Along with two pilots and a crew chief, it can carry up to 20 troops, although 11 is the normal load. It can also lift a load of nearly 4 tons externally, such as a 105mm howitzer. Assault helicopters are extremely useful as a means of projecting power rapidly. These are French Foreign Legionnaires on an exercise in the Gambia, near the border with Senegal. Flying in from Corsica, they are paradropped by Transall transports and meet up with pre-positioned Pumas, the French Army's standard air assault helicopter. The twin-rotor Chinook is a medium-lift transport and air assault helicopter. 3 external cargo hooks give it great versatility, allowing it to carry multiple loads, such as artillery guns and vehicles. As an assault transport, its cabin can accommodate 55 troops. Paradropped cargo, as well as Special Forces soldiers and their equipment, can be offloaded from the rear ramp. The ubiquitous and versatile C-130 Hercules is the most widely used air assault transport aircraft in the world. It serves with nearly 60 air forces worldwide. For airborne operations, it carries 64 fully equipped paratroopers out to a distance of 1,100 kilometers for a combat drop. The Starlifter is a medium-lift jet transport with the same fuselage diameter as the Hercules. Its cabin holds over 40 tons of cargo. Wheeled and tracked vehicles exit via large clamshell doors at the rear. The C-141 can offload 168 paratroops in a single drop, nearly 3 times the load of a Hercules. The C-17 is the latest addition to the American transport fleet. It was designed to augment the Hercules. Its load capacity is larger than the C-130, and being pure jet-powered, is faster. Unlike the giant C-5 Galaxy, the C-17 is capable of operating on unimproved strips and can take off and land from extremely short runways. Like the Hercules,